Have you ever just stopped and wondered if there's some kind of grand design to the universe? And, more importantly, what's our role in it all? Well, today we're diving into a philosophy that offers a complete system for understanding exactly that, from the very birth of the cosmos right down to our day-to-day lives. At its very heart, this whole philosophy is trying to answer a question that I think we all ask ourselves at some point. What is the path to a genuinely fulfilled life? The source material we're digging into today gives a really unique and honestly compelling answer, and it's all structured like a journey into the nature of reality itself. So here's our roadmap. We're going to start at the biggest scale you can imagine, with the idea of a conscious universe. Then we'll zoom way in to see how we can find our own place in that design by living our true nature. After that, we'll get into a really powerful concept, how reality is basically a mirror of what's inside you. And we'll wrap it all up by seeing how looking at life as a game can unlock a whole new level of joy and freedom. All right, let's kick things off at the grandest scale possible, the creation of everything. According to this text, the universe isn't just some random accident. Nope, it's the deliberate product of a single universal consciousness. So what on earth does that actually mean for us? Well, the central operating system for this whole universe is called the Tao. The easiest way to think about it is like the ultimate constitution. You know how a country's laws govern its society? The Tao is that, but for everything. It's the divine consciousness that governs the structure and function of absolutely all of it, from galaxies down to a grain of sand. So picture this. In the beginning, there was just pure, formless, chaotic energy, what the text calls wuji. Then, out of that chaos, a structure kind of emerged. And that structure gave birth to the Creator's inherent nature. That nature then produced consciousness. And from that one single point of awareness, poof, the entire universe with all its worlds and dimensions was created. And the implication here is, well, it's profound. It means nothing is an accident. Zero. In this view, even things we see as natural, like, say, being born, are just replications of a divine blueprint that was already there. Every single thing is intentionally created with a purpose, as part of this much grander design. Okay, so if the universe is this meticulously designed creation, that leads to a pretty big question, right? Where do we fit in? What are we as individuals actually supposed to do in this cosmic structure? The answer lies in this one concept, 天性, or inherent nature. The idea is pretty simple, actually. Because everything is created with a specific structure, everything also has an inherent purpose. And that means you, too, have a unique built-in nature. And the key to a fulfilled life? It's all about living in alignment with it. The text uses these great, simple analogies to explain it. A hen fulfills its nature by laying eggs, a dog by guarding the house. They're not trying to be something they're not. Violating your nature is like a hen trying to crow like a rooster. For us humans, it means that when we suppress our true inclinations, we're basically going against the way. So how do we actually do that? How do we live according to our nature? The philosophy suggests we should try to emulate the Creator. And that means embodying qualities like love and truth, finding joy in making things, finding happiness in selfless service, and living with a sense of reverence that kind of naturally leads to self-discipline. All right, this next principle is where this whole philosophy becomes a real game changer. It takes these huge cosmic ideas and brings them right down into our personal moment-to-moment lives. It suggests we aren't just passive passengers. We are the active creators of our world. The core idea here is all about cosmic resonance, and this quote from the text just nails it. It's a universal law of cause and effect. What you put out into the universe, your energy, your thoughts, your actions, is exactly what you get back. Like attracts like. Goodness attracts more goodness. It's that simple. To put it plainly, your external world is a direct reflection of your internal world. The situations you find yourself in, the people you attract, the challenges you face, according to this philosophy, all of it is a mirror of your own consciousness. You are literally responsible for the reality you're experiencing. And that brings us to our final stop, and honestly, this might be the most liberating part of this entire philosophy. If we're the ones creating our reality, what kind of reality are we supposed to create? This section completely reframes the entire purpose of being alive. The text doesn't mince words here. The intended state of human life is not struggle and suffering. The main melody, the primary theme of our existence, is meant to be happiness, joy, freedom, and fulfillment. That's our natural state. I mean, what a powerful idea to hold on to, right? But that immediately brings up a huge question, doesn't it? If joy is the whole point, then why is so much of the human experience filled with the exact opposite? Why all the anxiety, the pain, the struggle? Well, the source offers a very simple but incredibly profound answer.
And the answer is a total shift in perspective. It's a complete reframing of how we see everything. What if it's all a game? The universe is a joyful playground, and we are just here to play. The suffering we feel, that comes from forgetting this is a game, from taking it all way too seriously.
So, to play the game means to jump in, to engage fully with life, but to stay unattached to the outcomes. It's about loving the experience for what it is. We start losing the game when we get too attached, when we cling too tightly to things or people or ideas. That's when life's normal drama starts to feel like a personal tragedy. So let's just tie this all together really quick. It starts with a conscious universe where everything's created on purpose. Our job is to express our true nature by emulating the creator. We do that knowing our reality is just a mirror of our own consciousness. And the ultimate goal? To experience joy by treating all of life as one beautiful game. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. If life really is a game and the whole point is joy, what's one small move you can make right now, today, to start playing it with a little more freedom, a little more lightness, and a whole lot more fun? That's a question worth exploring.